Mula gang. So apparently 2 guys from Front Street and Gyro City Lil Mikey got killed all in the same 24-hour span. Now, y'all know the history with Chief Keef and Front Street versus O-Block. So I don't know if O-Block retaliated because they feel like Front Street killed Munna Duke and Youngin. I don't know if that happened, had something to do with Gyro City, Lil Mikey gang. I don't know what's going on. It's cracking. It's gonna be a hot summer in Chicago. I'll tell you that. Though, bro. No
allegedly,
Donkey is on me at all times, and it's always rolling that grab leaf because I have not smoked anything since I can remember. Anything different other than grab leaf. If it's not wrapped in grab leaf, don't pass me that donkey, man.
To the Front Street gang, that is the kind of new generation of gangster rappers that, you know, they're very close to Chief Keef. They grew up near O-Block, but they're not actually O-Block. And nowadays, Front Street and O-Block have actually got very serious beef. Unfortunately, Rusky and G-Thang from Front Street both got shot and killed in this. This was reported a day ago last night, so this will be 2 days ago now.
Okay.
But these 2 individuals lost their lives, and people already speculated this was O-Block's work.
That's what I thought. That's the first thing I thought. It might be O-Block work. It might be payback for Munna Duke. Y'all know, I don't be thinking it's a coincidence that Chief Keef just did a song with Young Boy. That kind of turned up everything a little bit. You know what I'm saying? People start kind of dissing O-Block and all that. And then 2 Front Street dudes get killed.
Was apparently get back or revenge for Munna Duke and Youngin from O-Block who got killed. And if you followed this channel or my main channel for a while, you'll know that there's been a very long running beef between O-Block and Front Street. It all stems from a financial disagreement with Chief Keef and Lil Durk and King Von. And you know, unfortunately, there's been murders on both sides. Some people believe that Chief Keef's old manager, Blood Money, actually was killed
by O-Block.
Some say by King Von and T-Roy as part of this beef. Now, that's not been confirmed, but I did talk about that in a video on my main channel.
It's not been confirmed, but O-Block J Hood, who was around all them niggas, O-Block J Hood said that T-Roy and Von backdoored Blood Money, Chief Keef cousin, after they got into it over the robbery and shit like that. And I ain't a lot, man. I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna put my glasses on.
But this was followed by a murder that came soon afterwards. But before I tell you about that, let me just read some of these comments. They're saying Rusky was Front Street, Savage Squad, and Glory Gang, and he was around with Fredo Santana and Chief Keef since the beginning. He was a real OG. People are questioning, they're saying, how do you guys know instantly that O-Block was behind it? People saying they're just assuming. Some people thought that this post might have been, you know, O-Block members trolling hard. They're showing bags of dope, basically saying they're smoking somebody. People are trying to downplay it, saying, who told you from O-Block they got them? You guys will be fast guessing stuff. People saying when Duke and Young.
I ain't gonna lie, people do be fast guessing stuff, but like, ain't it crazy how much Reddit be right? Like, if y'all noticed that, like, Reddit and the internet be right about a lot of shit, especially like, you know, like, it's like, I don't know, sometimes I ain't gonna say stuff be obvious, but like I said, I don't believe in too many coincidences. You know what I'm saying? When the last time you heard somebody from Front Street get killed? And then the beef turn up, everything going on the internet, Trap Lord Ross drop his documentary, everything get heated. And then 2 Front Street niggas end up killed and an O-Block nigga trolling. What I'm supposed to think?
We were quick to say Front Street and instead of letting the info come out. Now it's a problem when people are saying O-Block killed them. You guys are weird. But anyway, okay, there would be another murder that happens soon after this. Okay, this will be Lil Mikey from Gyro City. You know, another very quick and
wasn't he locked up?
This is RIP to rapper Lil Mikey from Gyro City, who was shot and killed a few hours ago on 63rd and Drexel. Condolences to his family. He was just 29 years old. People saying Relvert's tweaking by even liking this, but anyway, it's not really about him. So there would be news reporting about the incident that ended up killing.
Wasn't Gyro City? Wasn't Lil Mikey just in jail for like 8-9 years or something like that, and got out? And niggas gotta understand, bro. Y'all gotta leave the hood alone, bro. You don't gotta. There's no contract, or there's nothing in fucking life contract that say you gotta go back to the hood or you gotta kick it around. Like, there's no reason for this nigga to be on 63rd and Drexel. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You see what I'm saying? If you broke, you can be broke in the suburbs. You ain't gotta be broke in the hood. I'd rather go live in a fucking trailer park in Naperville somewhere than come back to my old block where I know niggas is, man, come on, bro. We gotta be smarter than this, bro. He's 29, that's too young to be getting killed.
Front Street, particularly G-Thang, this would actually make it to the video news, and we would see this news report of the double murder that happened on the South Side.
Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MACMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money.
Two men were shot and killed in the Grand Crossing neighborhood. It happened overnight.
That shootings were caught on security video. Courtney Spinelli has more.
The two victims, a 37-year-old man and 44-year-old man, were in this area when they were gunned down late last night. The motive for this shooting not clear, something detectives are working to get to the bottom of.
It's unnerving.
2 lives taken in seconds just before 11:30 Tuesday night in the area of East 79th Street and South Calumet Avenue. Surveillance video from a nearby convenience store showing the moments 5 unknown offenders, all males, according to police, walked up to the intersection. Out of respect for the victims' families, we're not showing the moment shots were fired. Seconds after the shooting, an unmarked...
Since when did the fucking news start having respect for the victim's family? Like,
squad car with the Cook County Sheriff's Office arriving on scene as the group takes off running across an elementary school playground. CPD officers responding to 2 people shot, investigating as sheriff's deputies remained on scene.
One is at 360 East 79th. They're doing CPR right now, and the other one's down here on right at the corner of Calumet on the 7800 block side.
Chicago police say a 37-year-old man was shot in the chest. He was pronounced dead at the scene despite efforts to save his life. A 44-year-old man was shot multiple times, taken to the University of Chicago Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. Resident Kyra Curtis calls the shooting sad, saying she worked an overnight learning about it while arriving home.
We shouldn't feel afraid just to walk a block.
Some neighbors expressing concern over violence in the area. Curtis says families, including many older residents who live nearby, should be able to live without worry a bullet could fly through their window.
At the end of the day, it's stupid. Whatever the problem
Is that who I think it is? I ain't no one off 1700 now.
is, whatever the issue is, you can talk about it. And if you can't talk, use your fist. You don't have to use a gun.
No cap.
As of this morning, police were still working to determine.
What? Niggas ain't got it. You ain't got to live in the hood, bro. I'm telling you, y'all niggas is crazy to me, bro. I've seen broke people move out the hood all the time. I moved 2 hours away in some real rinky-dink town before I stay in the hood. Niggas getting shot, killed on 79th Street? Are you fucking
exactly
crazy?
How many people in that group were armed and how many fired shots? No further information or any possible offender descriptions have been released. Area 2 detectives are investigating. In the Grand
So apparently this was the shooting that killed G-Thang from Front Street. This was a double murder, but apparently the other person who was killed was unidentified and might not actually be affiliated with this gang war. And it sounds like Front Street Rusky, who died the same day, was actually fatally shot in a separate incident in Grand Crossing. So here's the details of that incident.
That make it even more crazy.
It says 38-year-old man dies after being wounded in Grand Crossing neighborhood. A 38-year-old man was pronounced dead after being shot.
74th and Rhodes. So 74th and Rhodes is not too far. It's not too far away from O Block. And 79th, and I think they said Calumet is also not too far. Like, it's a little ways, but it's not. It's a little farther, but it's not too far either. And it was kind of like, it wasn't in the same area for real, but they wasn't far from each other. So 2 Front Street members get killed on 2 different occasions. In two different spots in the same. It sound like it's starting to seem like somebody's at the Front Street members. No.
I had Tuesday night in the Grand Crossing neighborhood shortly.
And these is old guys.
The man
too,
was inside of a residence in the 7400 block of South Rhodes Avenue when he suffered a gunshot wound to the head. He was taken in critical condition to U Chicago Medicine, where he was pronounced dead. Later Tuesday night, 2 other men were fatally wounded near 79th Street in the same neighborhood, but police did not indicate the slayings were connected. Now, unfortunately, they're connected in the sense that 2 of the victims were allegedly from Front Street.
That's
with
gonna
Rusky,
raise
this second
eyebrows,
murder
bro.
actually being extremely close to Chief Keef. Here's some old pictures of him with Chief Keef from back in the day as well. And this was posted 6 years ago. So he was definitely deep and involved, basically in, you know, what was going on with Chief Keef, the Glow Gang, the Front Street. Like, he was close with these guys, okay, who really, really changed Chicago drill history. Now, what is interesting is they're actually saying that
so Lil Mikey got killed on
Jaro
63rd
City Lil
and
Mikey
Drexel.
that was killed after this. He actually was killed just over a year after being released from prison.
That's what I'm saying. They just got
13-year sentence.
13 years? No, bro. No.
And a lot of people believe that he actually didn't do the hit that he was spending
he got
all that time
arrested
behind
for
bars
a
for.
murder?
But first, let me read you the article about Jaro City Lil Mikey's death. This is man fatally shot during argument in Woodlawn. It happened in the 6200 block of South Drexel Avenue around 11:30 a.m. Wednesday, police said. Said the police are looking for 2 assailants inside a white Mercedes who fatally shot a man in another car during an argument Wednesday morning in the Woodland neighborhood. The 29-year-old victim was inside his vehicle at the 6200 block of South Drexel Avenue around 11:30 a.m. Wednesday, and 2 people were inside a white Mercedes, which pulled up and they began arguing. One of the occupants in the Mercedes shot the man in the chest, and he was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center and pronounced dead.
Damn.
Now, rumor has it that Lil Mikey was actually doing 13 years behind bars for the murder of 051 Melly, which a lot of people actually believe was committed by somebody else, 007 Nate, who I believe is actually out now. This is a post that went around 2 years ago. It said FBG Butter's sister goes at it with Lil Mikey and also exposed him for doing 13 years in prison for a shooting that 007 Nate did.
What you mean
let's read the post.
Him?
It says, Lil Mikey, it's not my fault you did 13 years for an MFer that you don't have shit to give you or offer you. It's not my fault that you feel entitled to what me and my cokehead friend FYB J-Main have going on. And if you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at 007 because he the one that made you sit down for 30 years and he don't have $13 or 13 cents to give you. You shouldn't feel entitled to anything that
a girl needs. See, girls, this is what I be telling about girls in Chicago. Like, stop. But you writing a fucking half a book on a gangbanging pot. Like, stop putting yourself. Girls got to stop putting themselves in the middle of real street politics, street wars. You know, it's one thing if you're gonna do that, get on YouTube and talk about it. But like talking like this, and you kind of like fake talking crazy as hell, and like they trolling and all that shit. Like, you know, you still live in Chicago around these people, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, you a girl. Like, talk about fucking who cheated on who and what happened on Love Island. If I was a girl, I wouldn't involve myself with this shit at all. Like,
30 years and he don't have $13 or 13 cents to give you. You shouldn't feel entitled to anything that I got going on or feel like you should get paid the same thing as me because I kept you relevant. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. That's why we aren't in the same pay grade or bracket. And it's crazy work. Just a couple months ago, you were giving me my flowers until you started hanging around dudes who gate. I done jumped or scoomed out. This will be my last reply to you. I hope that you take this message and stride. The difference between me and you is that I never had a person to knock my teeth out my mouth and still walk this earth to go use those teeth to talk around about the dude who knocked it out.
See what I'm saying? How she talking crazy as hell? Now, if a nigga see her and do something to her, I'm just a girl. I'm not a gangbang. Like,
this day forward, I'm moving out the condo that I've been living in your head, rent-free, Big 26, Tunchi the God. Literally the joke of Atlanta, calling people a rat when you look like one is crazy work twin. Did you go get some cuddy yet? 13 years, a long time. You sure it wasn't no bays in there? That is diabolical.
That was a diabolical. That was 2 years ago.
For even saying that, okay? They're saying that's why he gave the response when dude asked about 007 Nate. Dudes be going at Butter and J-Main, who was effing with him, but don't mention a word about Buddy. It's crazy. 13 years for something you ain't do, that's crazy, but apparently that's what you supposed to do, man. You signed up for this. That is one of the dumbest things you could possibly sign up for.
Literally,
so we're just going to ignore J-Main being a cokehead? It's an accusation. I don't believe it. I can't believe it, all right? The whoops are not frosted. That's all I know, okay? So anyway, police would actually... we would actually get the...
That's what I be saying too. Like, so you think I'm finna go to jail for a murder that you did for 13 years, and when I do go to jail, you ain't finna send me no money. You ain't finna, like she said, $13. You ain't gonna do nothing, and you think I'm finna not snitch on you and go do 13 years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 straight years in a fucking prison cell for a murder that I know I didn't do, and I know you did it, and I'm not gonna snitch on you? Crazy as fuck. And you ain't putting no money on my books?
Weirdo.
Boy, I would have been in that motherfucker so quick. Excuse me. FBI, open up. Excuse me, please. I had the evidence here.
Police radio that captured police officers responding to
the shooting of Lil Mikey,
which actually is basically here on Reddit, and I'm going to hide some of this
call of shots fired, person shot 83060 63rd Street, 63 in Drexel. Stand by for simulcast. Now we're getting a call of a person shot 63rd in Drexel. Callers reporting a male has been shot next to the gas station.
302 Sam Squad. It looks like they might be trying to put the victim into a silver Nissan.
All right, looks like they're trying to put the victim in a silver Nissan.
233 boys, one are they still transporting?
So there's footage of the crime scene here with the body in the street. Obviously, I can't show you that, but it's pretty sad that he's just surrounded by police that are just trying to help, but he's just laid out on the floor right by this gas station.
He said he's seen them in the vehicle. All right, the car is still on scene.
Over an argument, it seemed like 11 o'clock in the morning.
All right, he's on the street right now. It doesn't look like they're self-transporting.
Is there a way we can get a playback of the vehicle?
Alright, it says the offender is a male black with dreadlocks wearing a white tank top, and the offender was
male black with dreadlocks. That's the whole Chicago.
A white Mercedes. That's what we got a ticket saying. The offender was in a white Mercedes, male black dreads, white tank top. Alright, and then we got another ticket says it's a four-door white vehicle with tinted windows, newer model that was going towards Maryland. Fired shots from the gas station, going towards Maryland now. And is this bona fide?
This is exactly what I'll be saying right here. No matter who you are, you can't be touched. These guys walk around with the not me attitude. They can sit and say all day, I know I could be next. They don't mean it. They still carry the ain't nothing gonna happen to me mindset. That's why they all get wiped out. It ain't gonna be me. I never go out like him. What you mean, bro? You'll never get shot with a bullet and pass away? That happens. You never get shot with a bullet and bleed? That's what everybody's gonna do that. Nigga, you ain't Superman. Hey, I ain't never going out like that. Dumb ass nigga snitched on himself. What? I'm the one with all the most bodies. That's the attitude that come with it. It's like I think it's because niggas in the hood be so like desensitized to like death, murder, shootings, fights, all that, like jail, that it get normal to you, and then after a while it's like, man, whatever. That shit wasn't never normal to me. Like, nigga, I'm telling you right now, nigga, I'm talking about scared to death. The whole time. You see what I'm saying? From the age of like 11 until the day I moved out of Chicago at 22 years old. On my 22nd birthday. I was scared for my life every day. I hated the shit from the core, my nigga. I dealt with it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even in the streets for real. I wasn't on the Instagram and the videos dissing niggas like these niggas was. You see what I'm saying? I was just a nigga outside. You see what I'm saying? But I was scared for my life every single day. It wasn't not one bus ride where I was not in fear for my life. It was not one time where I went outside to do shit. Go get some food, walk down the street, nigga smoke, go to a party. Like every single day, all day in Chicago, I was scared for my life, gang. And I do not miss living like that. But I feel like a lot of niggas it gets so normal to them, they stop thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And then shit be happening to niggas. But the first chance I had to get out of there, bro, I got the fuck on. And I ain't turning back. Listen, man.
Going towards Maryland now. And is this bona fide? Over there on 6th Street in Drexel, is this bona fide? It's bona fide. Anyone can tell us what part of the body? 14. Okay, multiple gunshot wounds. That's 4. Did the ambulance get on scene yet? 263.
Yeah, weapon recovered.
So, yeah, it's really sad. And there's a lot of people in the comments saying it's crazy. No matter who you are, you can still get touched. The guy that walk around with the not me attitude, they know they could be next. And, people still act like they just never going to get hurt in the streets now. Billionaire Black, a legendary figure from Chicago who's been tapped in with numerous different sides of different gang wars. He's a legendary figure. He would speak on Gyro City's Lil Mikey's death pretty much immediately after it happened.
I'm glad these niggas, one thing I'm glad about that shout out to Take Capone, shout out to King Yella, J-Mane, Billy, I can't think of nobody else off the top of my head that got their own channel and they just post up and they talk about whatever's going on in their own channel. I'm glad niggas start doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's good to see.
About y'all ain't seen me on here in a minute. I'm looking rough, man. Gray hairs growing, that shit, nigga getting old. First off, I'm gonna say RIP my little brother. RIP Jarvis City, Lil Mikey. Condolence to his mama, his loved ones, to everybody that love, bro. Chicago is a dangerous place, so
y'all gotta leave that shit, man.
This morning, Jarvis City, Lil Mikey was shot and gunned down on 63rd and Cottage Grove, and it wasn't by
Drexel, Cottage, the same shit though. Cottage and Drexel, like, I think, what is that? A block away, 2 blocks away.
Chicago is known for backdoor.
For sure.
Can't give y'all specific details and nothing because I wasn't there. But just know, an altercation happened between him and someone else that he thought he was cool with, and shots was fired. And
that's what happened all the time too in Chicago. Like, motherfuckers get to arguing. Who might pull a gun out and start and kill you right there over nothing. I didn't seen it, bro. I didn't see niggas. I didn't see
Mikey was pronounced dead at the scene. The crazy part is, on the internet, y'all think me and Lil Mikey is into it like we ops or some shit. I raised that little boy for real. Like, I loved him with my whole heart. I had money for him to leave Chicago to come here and start his career and live life like he supposed to be, not looking over his shoulders.
Right.
On the internet, we perceived it as we were beefing, but Lil Mikey stayed calling my phone every other day, you feel me? And I'm making this video today because it really fucked me up because Lil Mikey just called me this morning.
Damn.
I'm gonna insert the video at the end of the screenshot at the end of the video. Lil Mikey called me 9 o'clock Arizona time, which is 7 o'clock Chicago time.
Arizona.
And I missed the call. I was high, so I was asleep. Yesterday I tried to call him. He didn't answer. This morning I missed his call. I rolled over to King Yellow waking me up, and half of the hood calling me, saying Lil Mikey was dead. It's fucking with my head because what if I answered the phone and could have prevented what was going on? If I answered the phone, was he trying to tell me some shit? You feel me? Like,
yeah, you never know.
It's really fucking with me. Like, it's mind-boggling for real, bro. Like, I'm gonna think about it for the rest of the month, the rest of the week. Like, this shit gonna be in my head. Like, what was he trying to tell me? He called me 2 days in a row to him on duck. Lil Mikey called me 2 days in a row. I missed the calls. He called me this morning. The next hour he was dead.
Damn. Cause he died in the morning, y'all.
Everything you see on the internet.
He died.
Chicago is a fucking death zone.
Chicago is a death zone, bro, and that's why I salute niggas like this for just getting out. That's all you have to do, for especially if you a face. If you a face, you know what I'm saying? Like, you getting older, like 29 is still, that's old for a street nigga. Even though he was in prison for 13 years. To understand, that means he was in prison from 16 years old to 29, 28. So not even really. So that means he was in jail from 15. He was fucking 29 when he got killed, bro. He was in jail for 13 years, bro. That's damn near half his life in a prison cell. Crazy.
I'm only here because I left.
Right.
It's so sad, man. And anybody that's in Chicago now still dealing with these kind of issues, man, you got to try and get yourself out of there.
Gotta go, bro.
It said this video had 1,000 messages. I see you mentioned you got gray hairs. That's a blessing. Dude died at 29, didn't even get to see 30. It's crazy how they talk down on bro for leaving Chicago, but he's still alive. Billy, start telling stories like Tay. We F with that type stuff. Don't be scared. You got a lot of stories people might want to hear. Kill the tough guy act. Nobody cares in 2026, man. Okay. It's so sad. So
I agree with Cody Rex right there.
O-Block members would immediately begin dissing the deceased as well as the Front Street members. Now, obviously, O-Block, they've got a very historic beef with Jaro City. They've also now got this modern day beef with Front Street, who they used to be cool with, but things unfortunately went left with Chief Keef and Lil Durk and King Von all having a big old beef. But O-Block members, numerous infamous O-Block members would be dissing. This is Ike Munna basically posting. This is Lil Duke saying dudes out here straight victims. Little peace sign. Mex from the O. They're saying game over. Another one bites the dust.
They trolling hard too.
Laughing emojis from Tay Munna. The Quan Wayne posting King Von. And Drill Up T-Roy saying everybody that ever went against this stuff gonna feel it. On my daddy grave, tread lightly. I'm treating you like a real op, so stay far away. That warning was fair. People saying it's tight on. People laughing emojis, just mocking the whole situation. People from O Block saying dudes die every day. Saying G-Lock is never jamming, aim it, then I shoot. Time, Big Woney saying time, it's a matter of time, the get backs come. Dudes that get shot. Yeah, very, very disrespectful. People saying, given it 24 hours, there'll be a full video and then some IG pic of someone wearing the exact same outfit with the same weapon as the shooter.
Not even that, bro. Give it a few weeks or a few months, and them same niggas that's posting all them laughing posts are gonna be posting RIP posts. That's why I don't this shit is just stupid. It's just a never-ending cycle of just dumb shit. So they got killed and now they straight victims, but y'all wasn't straight victims when y'all was losing people. So that now they straight victims. So then when they come back and start and doing whatever they doing, now it's just all done, bro. It's all done. It's all done. It's all done. The trolling shit, that trolling shit is just overly so stupid. And the crazy part is that get more people killed than anything. These niggas don't have a reason to be into it. It's not like a drug cartel war where they fighting over territory and they fighting over $1 billion enterprise. No. It's not a mafia war where, you know, they trying to kill the hitman who killed all they people and they trying to get to the bottom of who. No. It's just these niggas die. Even O Block might not have even did it, but they trolling. So now what that make Front Street do? That make Front Street want to come do something to them. Now it's a whole war going on over some shit that it's just over stupid, bro. It's just over stupid and it don't make no sense. And niggas is gonna keep getting killed over nothing. And it's always funny. It's always clicks and views and likes and trolling and Reddit posts. It's always that. You know what I'm saying? When the ops die, but when it's one of their friends, they crying. Don't cry. You wasn't crying when he got killed. You was trolling, right? So now when your friend get killed and somebody else trolling, you got to feel that same pain. Why not just stop the pain? Stop the trolling. Stop the pain. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas get mad at me when I call this shit stupid. I don't understand it.
Or some tweet sliding in a vehicle in the neighborhood just before the shooting. Now, people are saying Lil Mikey isn't their work. He got into it with a friend and was backdoored. Okay. Saying, where do you see them dissing Front Street? They're saying Front Street, O Block stuff all look like speculation because in reality, they're really around the corner killing each other. Right. They can only give so much while they're going through it. Dude's going to diss 63rd because it's their ops by default. It's a part of this new generation gangbanging. Okay.
So was the O Block niggas dissing Front Street or was the O Block niggas dissing Lil Mikey? I ain't see nobody really say Lil Mikey, but see, Ike Munna put the Doves above Youngin and Munna Duke, and they were supposed to have got killed by some Front Street members. So I don't think they really. I didn't see them really trolling Lil Mikey. I just seen them. It seemed like they. I would assume that they was trolling Front Street guys, but maybe I could be tweaking. Y'all was trolling the O heavy, and y'all forgot how deadly they is. Don't get fooled. Ain't no killing without no killing. Y'all forgot how deadly they is. Okay, if it's no killing without killing, then why would anybody troll? It's just that's like I just don't understand that shit. And then me thinking logically, it's like, okay, if my friend didn't do nothing to nobody. He just from over here and he got killed because he was trolling somebody or whatever the case is. So if my friend got killed for trolling, I promise you the last thing you're going to catch me doing is trolling somebody deaf because I just watched my friend get killed doing the same shit. So why would I do the same thing?
And you forgot how deadly they is. Don't get fooled. Ain't no killing without killing. All right.
What does that even
reportedly
mean?
confirmed the shooting was actually carried out by their ops. This was a post that said, "Your bitch ass took my cousin, F that peace stuff." They're saying this is G-Thang cousin, confirms the ops killed his blood. This is for the people who are making stuff up, saying it was a backdoor and no ops did it. So not going to lie, ever since I found out Can't Get Right got backdoored by his own people and he still got killed by his ops, everyone's throwing around the word backdoor too much, acting like hoods don't have any ops no more. They're just killing each other and the ops are never scoring and so on. Same stuff with Cash, Duke and Youngin, Duck, Rel, Leak Cord, Brick, Kobe, Lil Tay, Vontae, Jarmo, Lil Ho, and many more. In reality, 90% or more of them got killed by ops. I don't understand where these rumors are even coming from. On Chiracology, it's hard to control that, but I want the people on this sub to show some type of proof for this backdoor rumor, because every time someone dies, random people on the Reddit come up with the weirdest rumors, like Duke and Young'un got killed by a plug, a BM killed Cash, Jaro killed Brick. It's really ridiculous how advanced the community is if you compare it to 2019, yet most of you are spreading misinformation, and now the subs are not small no more. Blogs are taking out info, members are seeing it. It's not a problem to you guys, but we're getting messaged by the mods, by different gang members to delete XYZ, saying it's not true and stuff like that. And stop believing people that are not involved in that life, like a sister or mom and so on. Take it with a grain of salt, or use different sources from different people, or just wait for some type of confirmation. So the rumors that are now going around are suggesting that Rusky from Front Street might have actually been killed by somebody's baby daddy. Maybe it was a kind of relationship. A rumor is spreading that basically they're saying Rusky from Front Street was killed by a female. The report just came out. Thought they said a girl's baby daddy did it. Says you have the wrong information for Rusky. Take that down now. That was his friend, but they were killed at different location. He was killed by a girl he messed from time to time with baby daddy. So clearly these things get very complicated. You're messing around with females, and you know they're saying it's a backdoor. Some people are saying don't believe the backdoor rumors. We don't know right now. Okay. So this is Killer D from 800 speaking on Lil Mikey's
Do y'all not find it scary that somebody could die and nobody can know who did it or why? That's how much shit they got going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how much stuff is going on in the streets, to the point where people can get killed and motherfuckers won't even really know why or what happened, because there's so many scenarios and so many possibilities. I think that's,
and people are basically saying that
very fucked up.
O Block aren't responsible. They're saying don't dare let the O fool y'all, with a bunch of crying emojis, saying don't let O Block fool you into thinking that they're involved in this. It wasn't anything to do with them. People saying ain't this kind of crazy to say. Exiled Astot don't know nothing. Basically they're saying hell no, Mikey got into an argument with an MF. The snakes don't even slide. All they do is backdoor dudes, still no get back. It's very complicated. Okay, some people are claiming that Lil Mikey's death is actually related to a completely unrelated gang beef. This is going around on Chirac Hits. It says Baby Top Vert's little brother from Shorty Mob did this because some Jaro City members popped him and left him on a concrete, and he was recently on live saying that he was healed up, ready to get back outside. This leads up to today. If you go look on Sun Wicko 63 Instagram page, him and Baby Top have been going back and forth, celebrating the backdoor of Lil Mikey and posting song lyrics about being caught at gas station, coincidentally 2-3 hours ago when the incident supposedly took place. I'd assume it's another case of self-snitching for clout reasons. Also, knowing what I personally know from being around the way, Shorty Mob and Bloodhound been wanting to get up with Jaro City since that incident with Baby Top being shot and nearly killed, and another incident a few months back. So look, I don't know exactly who was responsible. All right,
I don't know shit. I'm gonna let you know something right now. I know this street is stupid. That's what I do know.